Well, thank you very much for keeping pace with us. It's still serious matters on OIF TV. My name is Olukunle Brown, and of course, still on Chimamanda's letter to President Joe Biden of the United States of America, and responses that have been able to that this particular letter has attracted from different quarters, especially the APC caucus, and I have seen responses from Femi Fanikaldi, which of course I want to look at now. I want us to look at, even though there's no, it's not like it's important that we have to pick on his own, but then we'll use him as you know a case study for every other one. The letter by Chimamanda, even as Femi Fanikaldi described her as a he described her as a very little diver, a shitty little diver, in his usual very, very erratic, language and ways of description. I wonder what a shitty little diver, as he has described her, has written that has attracted him. If it didn't make sense, then you shouldn't have responded in the first place. Well, he describes this as Chimamanda's epistle of garbage by Femi Fani-Kalde. Chimamanda Adichie's hollow democracy, their tribe, is a shitty little submission in a shitty little letter written by a shitty little diver. It was hardly worth my time to read, and ordinarily I would not have bothered. Like all fakers waste, it belongs in one place and one alone, the bottom of the public debts. We do not need any lesson from this overrated and egocentric new age diver. Well, you see, can you see the angle from which these guys are talking from? He also said that neither do we need to respond to her self-serving, self-seeking, jaundiced, subjective, partial, primitive tribal observations and implausible into religious sentiments. You are just good at grammar, and it just this man is I just know I don't know. It looks to me like one fun like one comedian like that. He said if anyone needs to know that lawlessness has consequences, it is her candidate Peter and not the Nigerian people. And if anything is hollow, it is her well manicured diver head and not our democracy. Well, I think one thing Femi Fani-Kalde needs to know, that Chimamanda Adichie has more honor than he might have probably gathered in all his years of whatever he's doing. He's making so much noise now, and like I've always done, we've gathered so many videos, past videos, where he said all sort of things, about even the party that he's in now, which simply means that he's all about his stomach infrastructure. He's not been doing anything for some time. There's been nothing other than visiting, governors and other people who are in politics and all of that, and then stylishly through the back door found his way into the APC, and then finally he's there making all the noise that's we are hearing today. Well, I won't take much of your time with this, but then, like I submitted, I said, look, there's no point you responding if she is a shitty little diver, as you have described her. He also mentioned that what this unpatriotic, hate-filled, because I'll just take on the ones that were highlighted. I won't go through all the trash that he wrote anyway. And he said she is hate-filled and overrated. Little diver has written is nothing but a long-winded, empty, tendentious, and boring episode of dishonest garbage. Well, it was so, but then you still went through it. It took your time for you to have known, except you, because even though anyway we know you to sometimes even respond to things that you don't even know. That was one of the things that found you in the DSS in the DSS coffers, only for you to come out and now say that it didn't. Instead of people to be looking at the intricacy, the details of matters, and let's together, but for selfish reasons, because you are already going bankrupt, already, but I mean, money where we they spend, where we say nothing they come inside again, say no, they plenty more, now finish, they finish. So but then I think when somebody says something, the best way to handle such things um, is to look at the matter very, very critically, very closely, and stop. It's not about grammar. It's not about grammar. Speak simple English that everybody will understand. Speak simple English. Don't speak English that will make people to go and be looking for dictionary, and then eventually you have wasted their time to go and look for one sort of nonsense that somebody is just saying. He also went on to say, you are talking about you. There is no time that he talks that he doesn't talk. He does not. He doesn't. He's not tribalistic. He's not religious about the things that he say. There is no time that he does not go ethnical. In the things that he say. And who is always raising all this dust? He did not but mention Peter Obi in that. But then I just saw a video of Peter Obi paying for somebody's, booking an elderly man, a 95-year-old man, on a private jet. The man who had actually who missed his flight, put him on a private jet. I don't know how many these ones are doing. All they know how to do is to help people to talk. Mouthpiece. He also went on to say it is a litany of unwholesome cities designed to undermine our democracy, impress our global audience, and incite our local obedient tribesmen against the Nigerian people and state. The little diver. No, anyway, I won't say that again. I won't say that again. Well, it was the same person who came up the other time begging President Biden to to congratulate President Ele. Is that supposed to be, is it a must that you must congratulate him? This is the first time I'm hearing such things. That somebody will now be the one to raise a point that President Biden should congratulate him. Is it by force? Is it by force? Well, this is Serious Matters on ONIF TV. I also saw, I've seen responses from other spokesperson of the APC. But I want to submit that I think this particular episode written by Chimamanda Adichie has I think it has brought so much disgruntling among the APC. Like some of the comments that we have read, they seem to be the ones responding more. Look at the likes of Mr. Dele Alake, responding to that particular episode. Of course, he is one of the APC's spokesperson. Also, he said, "What beautiful nonsense you just penned." Can you imagine? These are the people that want to, that want to hold power in this. He wrote a very long one too. Long one too. This is from Dr. Dele Afelumos. Afeluma is the one responding. I will not take your time to start describing, the same. But then, what do you think? This is Serious Matters on ONIF TV. I just see it from a particular angle, and I see that it is majorly the APCs that are responding to this, and they're responding. Their response have been very, very rash. What are your opinions? Please drop a comment. Make them simple and civil. Thank you very much for watching. This is Serious Matters on ONIF TV.